brilliant rings performance by Szilveszter Csollany of Hungary. Generally considered the best in the world now, Bart Connor?
Well, by default, perhaps. He won the European Championships in St. Petersburg this spring. It was the first major competition in a long time that Yuri Kecki, the Lord of the Rings from Italy, wasn't there. Kecki, many-time world champion and Olympic champion. Interesting story about Csollany is he moved to the United States a few years ago, lived in St. Louis and coached at a gymnastics school there. Then he moved to Sacramento, and he coached there for a couple of years, and he and his wife have a young son, and then moved back recently to Hungary because he hopes to train all the way through 2000. And here's a guy who's not exactly a young man, 28 years old.
At least not by gymnastic standards. You're making us feel pretty old here, Bart.
Yeah, I guess I should clarify that. He's ancient for a gymnast, but in the real world, he's still a young man.
Well, you can always tune in if you can't join us here for the latest from the Goodwill Games and all the sports news by going online with CNNSI, CNNSI.com for all your sports information. Csollany's teammate, Adrienn Varga, and she will be on the uneven bars.
We asked him how he achieved so much success, and he says, well, when you're born, you have to be lucky. Well, he is lucky that he's short, he's strong.
Probably a few thousand hours in the gym to go along with that luck, though.
As well as he does these strength moves, though, it always bothers me that he can't point his toes very well. The judges do deduct for that. It takes away from the complete presentation in the body line. Nice control here in the handstand. Just a beautiful straight arm giant. Oh, yeah.
And he seems pleased, Szilveszter Csollany. Again, 14 teams in this opening round. Just 12 will advance, so it's like a missing out.
Beautiful position in the double layout. You know, he took 5th here in the Goodwill Games on the rings. Only 75 thousandths of a point out of 1st. Of course, the gold medal went to a terrific Chris Lamort from the United States.
Adrienn Varga, the 98 European vault champion, will now vault up onto the uneven bars.
And that was truly a memorable moment. She's the first Hungarian to win a major title since Henrietta Onodi in '92 at the Olympic Games when she tied for 1st for vault. Oh, no. Came up short on that handstand. Unfortunately, could not cover it up at all. Unique front giant in a split position.
Kathy, she has a move named after her, a dismount, but I don't think we're going to see it today, are we?
She didn't warm it up. Nope, just a simple front half.
Adrienn Varga.
It was so exciting when she won the European Championships on vault. She said her friend, Svetlana Horkina, won 2 events tonight, but I believe I am twice as happy. Here's her release move. It's a front somersault, little form deduction there. But this was the major break. Just missed that handstand completely.
Well, she hasn't had a great Goodwill Games, and when asked about that, she said, you know, I've had a lot of competitions this year, and I'm a little tired. And now she's disappointed because her teammate had a good performance on the rings.
She also took 5th place in the finals on the vault, which is one of her best events. We thought she should have scored a little bit higher, but her first vault was not well landed, and the body position wasn't great. So, of course, Vanessa Atler from the United States, that was the first of her 2 terrific gold medals here.
The score total of 18.8 for Csollany and Varga. From Ukraine, Roman Zozulya, his teammate Olga Teslenko. He will start off on the rings. She will be on the uneven bars. He is the 97 Ukraine rings champion.
This guy is lean. When you see him in a handstand, he's about as straight as a pencil.
Really has beautiful form on this event. I was quite impressed with him during the all-around competition.
He was 4th in the all-around, led at one point.
There's that inverted iron cross. Another double within the rings to the second inverted iron cross. Oh, he's fighting that handstand. See that nice body line? Beautiful. Look how locked out his arms are. They're actually hyperextended, which is impressive. Oh, beautiful position in the air.
Whoa. He's got such style.
Roman Zozulya
had a 9-7 in the preliminaries here, so he has the ability to get a good score, but he was a little shaky in those inverted iron crosses today. Beautiful straight body line. There's that pencil-thin body position, and just gorgeous technique as he swings the front giant right back to the handstand.
For the second half of Team Ukraine, we take you to the Olympic bars.
Olga Teslenko. Clean, stylish gymnast.
I was just going to say, just like her teammate. She's beautiful form here.
Sixth in the Goodwill Games in the bars final. 5th in the 98 Europeans.
Greg, this is a moment you hate. You got your hands all ready to go, just the way you like it, with the right amount of water, the right amount of chalk, and then you turn and that red light is still up there. You have to wait for the green light until the judges are ready. And you don't want to go back and start the process all over again, because as soon as you do that, then the green light goes on.
That's true. The gymnasts actually use a spray water bottle and they water down the bars, and the longer these conferences take, the gymnast is thinking, the bars are drying out, they're drying out. Come on, give me the green light, please.
We're taking a look at the lights, and boy, have I stared at many of these in my life.
So what do you do?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
I actually always redid my chalk. I figured, you know what, I've waited for them, they can wait a few seconds for me.
What'd you do in your head, though, to stay cool?
Fortunately, these gymnasts are so well trained. They do hundreds of routines over and over, and they practice under pressure too. They're called pressure sets, where they're must-count situations. Nice high ginger there, beautiful amplitude. I love her toe point. Oh, double front. Very difficult dismount to land. In fact, I think Amanda Gordon knows all about that dismount. She actually landed it very well throughout her career.
Olga Teslenko.
Nice inverted giant into a front somersault. Good amplitude. Look at her toe point. Now, once in a while, she loses that toe point, though, and it really shows up because it's an extreme difference from her gorgeous toe point when it flexes.
Cheney Humphrey of the USA. He will pair with Dominique Dawes. He'll take to the rings, and she will be on the uneven bars.
Cheney recently moved back to Los Angeles. He was training at the Olympic Training Center up in Colorado Springs and really enjoying that intense environment, but he had to go back to school.
You know, the problem with Cheney is he's an underachiever. As we get the score here for Zozulya and Teslenko, a 19.250, and that unofficially is second place.